I'm recording this 2 times, bro. I was going ham. This is your boy Summer. This is the guys on the video. You gotta know who you are. You gotta know your heart because that is your best weapon for the enemy. Because some of y'all are actually some ancient motherfuckers I can look up in a book. It's not a lot though, but I know I attract ancient motherfuckers. Great mother always said, you attract those ancient, upright motherfuckers that's on this planet. You attract them. So I attract a nigga in a book. Like, bro, sister, I attract the gods and the goddesses that's in the gods and the dictionary of gods and goddesses. I know I do. I peep one today. Like, I always send her love. She's kind of like too captivating. I gotta get out her energy because I don't want to make somebody sitting in my shit to where I don't want to make them think I want them. So it's like I can't look at her because you kind of get mesmerized. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't know what she got going on. I don't know if she something about certain people's energy. They pull you in. You kind of have to admire them from afar. So you just put with your mate. If you got somebody connected to you, you don't want to, put on the wrong energy. So I kind of stay away from that woman. Not in a bad way, but in a good way because she's too good. She's too good. I'm not even going to be front, but some of her energy, I'm like, yo, I already know who that is. I can peep it. I'm like, yo, you're one of those people in this book. I'm like, no, I can tell motherfuckers are too different. I don't give a fuck if they're young. No, you were incarnated back here. Probably because your soul was trapped. Now it's like you're here to reawake yourself so you can escape your soul to be trapped down here. That's why a lot of the guys come back, because I think they was trapped. Because I think they trapped me, bro. I don't know. I can't say that. I don't know. But it's just something telling me they put me to sleep, bro. They did. Something telling me they was rocking me to sleep a little bit. Just so I'm not destroying shit, Because me naturally is going to disrupt something that ain't supposed to be up. I naturally do that. Larry, I know who the fuck I am. I'm one of those ancient fucking, I don't want to toot my horn, but yo, bro, you can read me in a book. If you know who the fuck I really am, like the great mother confirmed this shit. I don't talk about it. Because people will copy me, then it's just be a whole bunch of fake people acting like me. But I know who the fuck I am. You can read me in a book. But my consciousness disrupts this whole matrix. Like, I'm not in it. I sit beside it, right? I got my own energy connected to the source and my own unique energy. Plus the great mother, but plus my energy. So that's a force. And I'm connected from the outside because I have a plug to suck from the matrix. So just by me sitting by it, but sucking from it, not providing, I'm destroying it. I could just do it with my conscience alone, but there's a certain method that we're not going to speak about how you suck the matrix dry while you're destroying it. You don't want to just sit in it. You got to figure out ways to destroy the matrix without causing vandalism. There's certain ways to destroy it. I'm not going to speak on it because, dude, they're going to target me really hard. Start talking about how you destroy the matrix. Come on, man. But I know how to destroy this motherfucker. I've been doing it. Meaning, like, you're destroying this corruption. You're destroying this shit that's underneath the panels that they try to hide from you. Shit like that. And there's other things that's in line we're not going to talk about, but a lot of this wicked shit that is a greater scale than you think that is a part of the matrix. I've been able to disrupt it where it matters, where it matters. I've been able to disrupt it. So I got to give myself credit. I got to give myself fucking credit, I'm able to, with the consciousness, but plus the methods of sucking the matrix dry. There's a certain way to do it. And if other people knew it, this bitch would be done in a couple of days. But, I can't go out here and tell nobody because they gonna really be watching us. Just because I said that. You feel me? Because I ain't gonna shut the fuck up. Touch not my anointing, do my prophets no harm. But I can't teach nobody that shit, man. They're gonna really be on our ass. Motherfucker, we might fuck around, all the jobs gone type of shit. Like, I don't want to do that. We just need one nigga to know how to do it. And if you learn on your own, bro, probably you're supposed to learn it. I think it's a self-taught thing to do. But that's why you gotta know who the fuck you is. If you don't know who you are, bro, you ain't gonna have no methods and tactics to destroy the enemy and arise in a unique way. If you don't know who you are, bro, you're copying people. You're not really who you are. You're never gonna be happy. If you don't know who you are, you're truly never gonna be happy in life because you don't know what you want. That's gonna really satisfy that inner child. So you really gotta be yourself. You ain't got no choice. Because you're gonna be somebody you're not. Might as well be your fucking self. You know? It might as well be your fucking self. It's not hard to be your fucking self. These people are like, I don't know what the fuck they got going on, bro. But I'm like, I'd rather be my fucking self than be anybody else. I'm not trying to rhyme, but I won't drop on a dime. I'm like that dime that's lost where you have to play I Spy. I'm fucking around, man. You know, that's some cheese rounds. You know I hit it hard in the beats. But shit, you already know, though. You get my drift. Damn, bro, you gotta know who you is, bro. You might as well ride out to your tune of your beat. You always gonna have a motherfucker saying something, bro, but that's good. I look at it like I'm Floyd, bro. Floyd be eating off that hate. That's why Floyd will show you hella money and throw it at the camera because he trying to get your hate. He needs something. When nobody talking about it, and that boy's shriveling up. He needs some energy, so that hate, you feed them. Yeah, I need some hate, man. You know the reason why I'm high and elevated is because of all the death magic people sent me, bro. People sent me so much goddamn fucked up magic, bro. It got to a point where I was like, man, let me figure out how to work with this shit. And I've been working with it ever since. I got it automatic. To where my neuromelanin already know how to evolve. I ain't got to do nothing. My neuromelanin knows how to transmute it because I've done it so many times it does it like clockwork. So that's the beautiful part about knowing who you are. Because you have tools, you got weaponry in your arsenal and your neuromelanin that nobody else has. So you got to figure out who the fuck you are, especially if you're an ancient primal being. A lot of people, you know, they got what they got, but I'm talking to the ones that, hey, nigga, you ancient. You got some skills, man. I'm talking about that deep within skills like you don't even know you got. And then you could incorporate new ones because we're primal, so there's always things changing, even in the realms that we're currently down there. So there's new elements being made that you can incorporate on this existence and whatever you need to do. Like there could be a new type of similar fire that we think is fire, but it ain't fire. Like it looks similar to, but it's not fire. Like you have the capabilities of tapping into certain things that nobody else has access to. If you know who you are. Confirmation with that horn from the far distance. If you know who you are, you can access things that nobody else has access to. So I'd rather have that. I'd rather be myself so I can get the keys, the secrets. You don't get secrets being fake. You get secrets by being true to yourself. You don't get secrets being a fake motherfucker. You get secrets from being true to yourself. Then the great mother will give you the secrets. Great mother's not going to give you the secrets if you're being fake. If you're being a fake motherfucker, you ain't getting shit. You're not getting shit. You're not being real. That's the only reason why we getting dollars. I'm true to my motherfucking self. And that's just who the prophet, hey, she gave me that beforehand. I don't know. But when it comes to the secrets, motherfucker, you got to be real and you got to know who you are. You got to drop everything you know and relearn shit. That's what I did. This nigga shit just turned off. This nigga shit just turned the fuck off. That's kind of funny. But yeah, bro, you got to know who you are. I think that was a funny distraction, man. That was weird. But yeah, you got to know who you are. And you got abilities, you know. You got things that nobody else can tap into. Like, nobody can do it like you. Like, there's some bitches I get captivated by. I'm not gonna lie, I'm like, oh no. That's an angelic bitch. That's why I stopped looking at these bitches too hard. Because you get mesmerized. I don't give a fuck who you are. You, male or woman, you look at this bitch, you're like, wait a minute. There's something about her. You get in your mind a little bit. Not too much. But you get in your mind. It's like you got to be careful. Some people do because that person connected to you, they live more in you than you think. That's why I don't really pay attention to them. I download this shit. I get too much appeal from them. Some people are like that though. That's a good thing though. That's actually a great thing. Like beautiful inside and out. Like that's a great trait. But somebody's inside of me, and I don't want to put the wrong image out. They were living in me, so I'm like, they're very territorial. So I kind of have to compromise, you know, because I do get lost in the sauce a little bit. So that motherfucker don't even want me doing certain things. This is how it is. Literally, that's how it is. Like I didn't make it like that. They made it like that. That was some shit the great mother put. Like she put me with this motherfucker. Like you with this motherfucker. Like some people are alone, but some people with a motherfucker. With a couple of motherfuckers. Like you can't leave without them. Confirmation with the sun coming out. I didn't like to admit it, but it's the truth. I didn't know it was really like that, but she told me. She was like, no, some people would form two energies, of the same soul, but they're two energies. But they're always going to be a reflection of how deep that one energy is of them unifying. Like, they've merged into one, but they always manifest into two. That's just how I go. But that two represents the one. Some people have that, if that makes sense. It's just how it goes. So you really can't downplay that motherfucker, because that's what the trap entails. You downplaying the truth, and then you end up becoming somebody you're not. So you just kind of have to accept things how it's been made, even if it's out of your perception of human terms, you know, bound by a motherfucker. They're like, what the fuck? I'm like, yo, is that fair? I'm thinking, but it's how she made it. I try to get answers. When I talk to mama, she just say it is what it is. That's how I made it. But I can understand it. I don't know. Just like I'm seeing 99, like same number, but it's a pair. You feel me? Same motherfucker, but it's a mirror. That's just how it go. Basically two, but they form into one. It's a unit. Two bees is still a unit. Like the beehive, it's still a unit at the end of the day. That's kind of how it is. But you gotta know who you are to even have that. That's how they trap you, though. You don't know who you are, bro. You're being somebody you're not. That's how they trap motherfuckers doing that. They literally trap a lot of niggas out here, bro. A lot of these niggas, bro, are confused as fuck. They got them good, man. They got them good. I'm talking about you got gods out here, bro. They're confused. Goddesses out here. They're fucked up. Like, these people are out of a book, but they're out here all fucked up. And you don't even know you're being sent in places where there's people that are ancient, they've been stuck. Like, you can't do nothing. Their energy is primal. So, you can't do nothing, but we're sent in certain confirmations. We're sent certain places just to see if we can wake their ass up. Just to see if we can do something about their being asleep. We're not trying to, but we're kind of trying to, because the great mother sent us there. You know what I mean? So it kind of, but you're not, but you kind of is. I don't make the rules though. They kind of they give you the mission, and you take it or you don't. You either do it or you don't do it, It goes to the next person. Basically how it is. And you take that mission, sometimes you're sent in places where you gotta wake a motherfucker up. I don't make the rules up though. But I just know that's this primal shit. Like the niggas, like, oh man, this nigga been asleep too long, man. Like, slap this nigga. Like, wake the fuck up, nigga. Yeah, wake the fuck up, bro. That's kind of what it is right now. We going to different spots, waking the ancient motherfuckers up because they sleep. There's some motherfuckers that we need to wake up. Like, hey, bro, we kind of need you on the battlefield, bro. Wake the fuck up. That's what I'm picking up. There's some people out here we can't afford them being asleep. Hey, bro, wake your ass up. And there's people that you wouldn't even believe. I'm like, yo, you need to wake the fuck up. I don't know. I'm picking up the energy. I'm just telling you what they're telling me through the energy. I don't know nobody per se. Like, on paper, like, you know, I don't. But this is the energy, man. Confirmation. There's motherfuckers out here. Hey, there's missions out here. I don't know where they gonna send me at, bro. I'm like, yo, you gonna send me on another fucking mission? I just got done with a big-ass battle. I hope that God shit don't send me in another battle. I'm like, Mom, if you send me on another fucking battle, oh my God. I mean, I get it. I'm doing this shit right now just so I can let her know, like, hey, you ain't gotta send me in no big one. I'm doing this shit. You know, like, I do this shit. So you ain't gotta throw me in the woods, like, and prepare me when I do this shit daily. I'm trying to send a message out, like, I won't sleep at the wheel this time. So you ain't got to throw me in no goddamn, throw me in no goddamn cold chamber again. I'm letting her know. But you got to know who you are, man. I'm telling you, it's the greatest asset and it's the greatest weapon. Because they profit off this system, this matrix, they profit off you being asleep. This is how it's being ran. Just like the Big Daddy was saying, like, you paying taxes for no reason. The IRS and Young Elder, because he got a whole tape about this IRS shit. You basically paying taxes for voluntarily. Like, if you go to the IRS and you start speaking under their shit, it's like, this is a voluntary thing. I don't have to do it. They're gonna be like, you're fucking right. Because this is a voluntary thing. You ain't got to do it. But these people have been pimping you because they infiltrated the government and made a corporation out of it or something. My interpretation of how Young Elder explains it and how, the history and the documentation that he has. The same as B-Dell, 1014, I believe. Yeah, that's his birthday, 1014. B-Dell, 1014. Happy belated birthday, B-Dell. But yeah, B-Dell was he be talking about that. Very articulate young man. He's confirmation, he speaks big words. He speaks big words, and you kind of have to sit there and, sit with him and shit. You got to sit with him and shit. He got big words on him. But he talks about it. But they definitely benefit off of you not being awake fully. So it's best to just know who the fuck you are, man. Know who you are. It'll just be easier for yourself. A lot of people, they've been asleep a little too long. It's like, hey, bro, wake the fuck up before the great mother send us shake you up. Literally, wake the fuck up. That'll work, though. That's the crazy part. As simple as that is and as crazy as it is, I'm pretty sure that'll work. I'll shake you up and then so you can know this nigga awake. But I'm telling you, my weaponry is knowing who I am. I've been able to destroy these motherfuckers. I've never... Oh yeah, they didn't want me to speak on this. I've never been defeated by a demon. I've always destroyed every last demon that I've battled. Confirmation with the horn. That was like last time. Same horn. Confirmation. When the first time I did it. Never lost to a demon, so they put me asleep. They figured out ways to put us to sleep eons and eons ago, bro. Some of us was in a reincarnation trap, and people reincarnated past life enemies to take you down to keep you asleep just so you don't awake. Like, they built bloodlines to try to keep you asleep and take you down, bro. This shit's been going on for thousands of years. probably millions of years. Some people have been asleep for so fucking long, bro. It's ridiculous, but they're ancient. So it's like you can't forget about it. We always got to go back to them. It's like, that power is very, very useful. The Great Mother ain't gave up on them yet. So there's got to be something in them that she, it gets to a point where, hey, you can't just pull a nigga. I don't know how she got it set up, man. So, I can't talk about it because I can't explain it in words. But just, it can't be that easy because we got to be something here to take him out of the slumber. It can't be that fucking easy for her. Because if it was, she would just boop. But she'll be doing it for you at that point. She can always guide you, but sometimes she send her boots on the ground people to see if they can do something about it. I don't know. But yeah, man. Gotta know who you are. But yeah, I never lost to a demon. I literally go out in different realms, isolated realms, and destroy them, like the outer realms. I will sit there, and it will multiply. It'll probably take me about a good year to destroy them. Confirmation with my jaw popping. It'll probably take a good year because they can multiply, but they don't have an infinite connection of that. It's like Battlefield Conquest. They only get about 256 copies to my one, but I still destroy them all. Literally, it's written. Like, I've never lost. But I'm not rolling by myself. That's the thing. I'm rolling with other energies. I'm rolling with the one. Confirmation. It ain't just me, though. Even when I'm going alone, she lives in me. So, she lives in me. So it's like, I'm doing this with her no matter what. And sometimes she go out there a lot of the time. More than the times I go alone. I go alone when I just want to do something. Usually the Great Mother say that ain't smart, but I show her that I can do it. It may take me longer. It may take me a long time, but it makes you stronger. It's like if you go play a dragon RPG game with knights and shit, and you go on the outskirts, where it's like the levels are different out there. You're in the forest where it's like a level 5. But if you go in the caves, it's a level 100. You're not on that storyline yet, but you can still go out there. That's basically me. But I go out there with my little level, but I'm able to destroy them all. Because I have that infinite depth. I got that arsenal. It may take me a little long to destroy them, but I will destroy them all with my little level, and I will level up very high doing it. It ain't like I'm gonna just stay at that level. I've done this more years than this planet been around. Confirmation. I've been doing this shit before this planet was here. So I came here and I was already on that time. And I was on a roll. But they had to put me to sleep. Because if I kept it up, oh man, I would have been out of here already. I already did my job. They would have been all gone. But they had to put me to sleep. Because if they didn't, this shit would have been stopped. I promise you that. They had to figure out a way to put me to sleep, to disconnect me from my other half. Because if they did that, they can fuck up this whole motherfucker. They can, but I'm awake now. Look, I got my stretch on. I'm up. I'm ready. I'm not going back to sleep. That's over. When I'm done, I get to get the fuck up off this bitch and go back to the primary. Sometimes they can get your fucking shit trapped, a main part of your soul to where, nigga, you stuck. But when you wake up, bro, you wake the fuck up. You get back. You go back home fully. That's the key. You think you can't get trapped here, but you can, bro. You can get trapped here, man. It's weird because people think this is everything, bro. It's weird. You can't. Trust me, bro. Yeah, there's people out here right now. We're on missions to try to see if we can do something about it. You can get trapped. For damn sure. Yes, you can. But I've been able to take out all these demons. I haven't found one demon that thought he was able to defeat me. Oh, don't get me wrong. We might get touched up a little bit. You might fall down, but you get back up. I've never lost. I'm like infinite in O. I fought so many. I fought. How about this? I'll give you a number. I'm like 30 trillion and 0 when it comes to demons. I promise you that. I never lost. That's why they put me to sleep. That's why they put me to sleep. They know that, oh shit. Because I don't leave without a certain type of weaponry to go out there. I don't just go out there with just what I got. I always go out there with my other half. I always go out there with my other family. Like, they live in me though. It's like, it's a certain type of thing you get. Confirmation. And I'm able to stand 10 toes in the fucking trenches outside of my fucking element. And they're comfortable base and destroy them all. But I know who I am. So I woke up to that fact, well then it's easy. But you gotta know who you are, man. Everybody got different things they do. Like I said, you got things that nobody else can do. Like, just elements from different realms you can do, nobody else can do. Like, there's things that I can do, nobody else can do. There's things that you can do, nobody else can do. There's elements that you can access that I can't access. Certain motherfuckers, confirmation with my nose itching. There's certain shit that I can do that you can't do. So that just makes you just be excited and wait, just tap into what the fuck you got. Because some motherfuckers are ancient. Just think of what the fuck is there that you haven't tapped into yet. You know, I'm talking about, it's beyond a comic book. It's some ancient shit that once you manifest with it, then they're going to put it in a book. They're going to do it after you fucking manifest it. You know what I'm saying? Some things are new under the sun when it first come out, and then everybody replicate it because that's the first imprint. And it's a strong vibration, so, you know. There was the first person that put fire down here. I don't know who. And I don't know if it was a war. I don't know, but fire wasn't here, bro. They put fire here, bro. Yeah, fire wasn't here. This was some magical shit with this fire element on this planet. It wasn't here at first. I don't know where that come from, but that's just the download. I'm guessing, I don't know. That's the download. Fire was not here, though. I'm guessing it was, it was something else. I don't know what the fuck they were doing. But fire wasn't here. Somebody brought fire here, bro. And then I'm saying there's elements out here you can bring to this planet. You can bring a whole type of another element here, bro. But you got to know who you are. You got to know who you are. You don't know who you are, man, that's your weakness. That's how they destroyed us. That's how they take people out. They literally been taking motherfuckers out because they don't know who they are. They can't take you out if you know who you are. They only take you out if you don't know who you are. Trust me, bro. They've been sending motherfuckers to kill me, all type of shit. I'm still here today. Stronger than ever. Still growing. You know what I mean? Because I know who the fuck I am. I stay connected. You ain't gonna never disrupt me, motherfucker. When I'm aligned to who I am and connected to the mother, bro, you can push everything. You can make the whole army come after me. I'm going to figure out a way to rise above it. You could throw me in a lava pit. I'm going to figure out how to fucking rise above it and not get fucking touched in that bitch. That's just how the game go. That's just how the game go, man. I've been in the pits where motherfuckers were sent to kill me and look, unscathed, man. I was going out there in the lane of no return. There's about 1 billion demons out there, bro. I'm going out there and I'll destroy every last one of them, man. Not even joking. Not even joking. This is why they put me to sleep, though. Because I'm connected to some shit. She made me right. I ain't gonna lie. She made me right because I've been able to keep her in me and keep my other half in me, and that's a fucking strong force. And plus me. I'm working with 3 forces when I'm going into battle. All organically, automatically. Big Mama, myself, and my other half. I'm always riding with that, so that's enough to destroy these motherfuckers. They think their numbers is gonna punk me out. I'm like, your numbers is not gonna scare me. You could be 4 billion motherfuckers on this planet coming at me. I'm gonna figure out a way to take all of them down. I'm gonna figure it out. I don't know how, but there's gonna be a way where I slip through that crack and I press that button. And when I press that button, they all fall. I promise you, bro. I promise you, they underestimate me. They do. But I'm real clever. I'm real clever. I'm real strategic. I'm a war general. That's why they put me to sleep, because when I'm around, bro, we win. We win. You know how they got me? They used to get us by keeping us away and putting us in high places of power and putting illusions around us. That's how they used to get us back in the day. That's how they used to get us back in the day. But the first time they got us, we was honestly around reflections, being inebriated. We were high as fuck. Had to be. I'm talking about our God forms. We had things that people had elements that they provided that we thought it could give us an enhancement. And I'm guessing that they ended up trapping a whole bunch of us. Or some of us got out, but some of us stayed in the trap. So it's like your other half is going chaotic without you being truly aligned. So half of the fucking galaxy is always going to be tilted to the left sometimes because you're anchoring certain spots to be in center. So if you're trapped, then the galaxy is going to tilt a little bit and it's going to be a little hectic until you align yourself on some people. So it really is crucial for you to be aligned at this moment. Because you could be that motherfucker that if you're not on your shit, bro, the earth gonna tilt, man. You know, the whole, you feel me? You want to be aligned, bro. You don't want to be that nigga that, hey, bro, we waiting on your ass and shit. Don't be that nigga. Confirmation with the spirit animal pulling up. Don't be that nigga. That's why I made sure I got my shit right. I made sure, like, I'm not gonna say it's gonna be her fault. It's not gonna be her fault. I'm not gonna blame it on her. But I'm saying it ain't gonna be me. I would make sure that. I made sure that, like, I'm coming in correct. I made sure, you know, I'm on my shit. So, hey, I'm not coming in with no bullshit. Nah, it ain't gonna be me if something go crazy. Little shit might pop up, but it ain't gonna be me. Being unhealed and all fucked up and traumatized from my past. No. It's just gonna be some primal shit that you might have to sort through, you know, but it ain't gonna be some fucking shit that happened hundreds of years ago or 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 years ago that you're bringing, you know. Niggas heal pretty fast, you know. Bro, those cops have been literally around here just to stop people, bro. That cop was literally, he doubled back. But that might be the enemy. You never know who he stopped. But it just seemed like they're trying to stop people. Confirmation, they're trying to stop people. Because I seen him coming down here, he didn't see nothing. Then he ends up coming back. You know, he ends up coming back like, bro, you guys are just picking on people. That's why I don't like cars. If you get a car, bro, you get the opportunity to get stopped. Like, fuck having a car. Fuck having a car, bro. Because getting a car, man, and you're in a corrupted city, you're always gonna find the cops on your back. Especially if, you know what I'm saying? Especially one of them niggas. They gonna try to see if you got any drugs on you, because you know they're gonna stereotype you. Oh yeah. You know that. You know they waiting to find some drugs on you. Yeah, you know that. You know that. You know they waiting to find some drugs. They just stopped that person for no reason, bro. I swear. But you gotta know who you are. You gotta know who the fuck you are. Because that's your greatest asset and your greatest weapon. But that's about it. I don't want to make this too long. You know, confirmation. That's your boy Shaman Truth. I'm out. If you guys want to say cash donation, man, because I do this shit, man. Like, this is my life. I don't do nothing else but spiritual shit and making music, bro. Like, and fighting niggas. Like, I haven't had the Crawford fight. I'm still waiting on him to sign a contract. I think he's going to go undisputed at 160. So I'm going to come behind him, no Diddy, and see if he wanted to fight. But if he don't want to fight, I'm going to fight David Benavidez. I think that's a good fight. I think David Benavidez could use me. You know, I'm big. I can make 200 pounds, bro. We can fight at cruiserweight, bro. I can make 200 easy. Like, bro, I might as well fight David Benavidez. I ain't gonna have to boil down to 190 and shit. I'm fighting Crawford, bro. I gotta lose like 40 fucking pounds. I gotta go 190. I can fight David Benavidez, 200 pounds. I pissing shit and fast a couple of days to lose his fat. Dude, I can fight that dude, you know, quicker than what I got to do to get Crawford. Because I'm about, what, 215 right now? 216? Maybe 215? I can easily make 200 pounds. I can be around 206 the whole camp and just not eat certain foods and lose that shit in a couple of days. I'd rather fight David because it'd be easier for me. I don't want to be dehydrated fighting Crawford. I know he ain't gonna want me at 200. I'm too big. I gotta be like 190, 188 on that nigga. I'm like, fuck, I'll do it. Cause it's worth it. But I'm like, fuck, that's hard, man. But I'll do it though because it's a sacrifice. I'll do it. But that's hard, bro. 188, you know what I mean? What the fuck? I would literally eat watermelon after weigh-ins. I would eat hella watermelon and hella oranges. Like, I wouldn't eat no solid foods. I would eat nothing but fruits just to get my body back hydrated, you know? Nothing but fruits. Nothing but fruits and, you know, shit like that. Things with a lot of, and juices. I would get myself back on that. Get myself hydrated. Get my brain with enough fluids so I can, you know, roll around with them. Because if I'm dehydrated, oh no, that's dangerous. It's not good. It's not good. But yeah, man, that's about it. That's your boy Shaman Truth. I'm out. EG Fisker 1 is a Cash App. EJJIFISKER 1. If you want to, you know, hit the donation button. That's the donation button. Is a Cash App. But yeah, man, know who you are. Greatest asset, greatest weapon. There's things that you can tap into that I can. That is a beautiful thing, bro, because I just look at that as an inspiration for me to tap into what I can tap into. And nobody else can. I don't hate on nobody. I ain't got no hate in my bone. But if you wicked, I got to have a little bit of rageful wrath for you. I can't just let you off the hook. So I don't know if you call that hate, but it's justified, you know. Great Mother says it, but you don't have it in your heart. It's something that you justify with a wrath. It's a wrath that you have with people that you know that needs to be corrected because they're so wicked. You know that, so you don't give them nothing but the wrath of justice. That's all you give them. You don't give them no love. You just give them wrath of justice. But that's your boy. I'm out. Peace.